and welcome to the Recovering Collector here on New Toy Robot on Twitch. I'm Michael Jason Francis. I seem to be a little bit out of focus for some reason, which is fine. That makes sense. 1982. That was a crazy year for horror movies. Normally, I kind of go through a whole spiel about what went down outside of the film industry or toy industry or whatever like that. But I've done that before. I talked about it during Tron. But what I did want to mention is just all the horror movies that came out in 1982. So we've got Poltergeist, The Thing, Creepshow, The Entity, Swamp Thing. Wait, the Swamp Thing? I think Swamp Thing counts as a horror movie. Cat People, Friday the 13th Part 3, Slumber Party Massacre, Basket Case, and Amityville 2: The Possession. One other movie that came out in 1982 was Halloween 3, which was the first Halloween I ever saw. And as far as my oldest memories go, that's the one I remember the most growing up as a kid, because it was the first time I ever saw a kid die on a movie before, a horror movie, which totally ripped me apart because I was like, kids are always safe, but apparently not. Tonight, we're going to go over and check out this little beaut here, the NECA's Halloween 3 figures. But before we do that, I would like you all to give a warm hello to my guest. I feel like I'm doing the Muppet Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gabi Cuevas!
Oh, I need a puppet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I pictured Kermit and just like, welcome to the show! Hi, Gabi. How are you?
I'm good. Here's my puppet. I'm done. It's a hand puppet. It's a NECA hand puppet.
That is so inappropriate for this show.
Oopsies.
So thank you for coming on. First things first, when did you see, well, let's go back even further. What was your first horror movie that you remember? It could be in the theater or just at home on TV. What was the first movie you can remember?
Oh, I remembered this the other day because I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I ran to Adam and I was like, I remember the first horror movie. And I probably shouldn't have seen it. Now, according to my mom, I had been watching horror movies since I was in her womb because she's obsessed with them.
Nice.
And she said, like, during nap time for me, she'd put on like Nosferatu or some like classic black and white for the music, just something to ease me into slumber. But the one that I remember wholeheartedly watching was It. Now, the miniseries. It came out in 93.
That sounds
or
right,
1990, yeah. In the 1990 or 93 range. Either way, if I remembered correctly, if it was 1990, I was only 3, but I absolutely remember sitting on the couch with my brother and sister, my mom turning off all the lights, me crying and her being like, fine, I'll put on the kitchen light, which was like no light at all.
The kitchen
and
light.
We watched that, and my mom turned off the AC because she was like, you have to feel it. So it was like the first one I remember watching and actually scarring me, because I don't like, to this day, the sewage where like he pops out and goes, hiya. I don't walk by those at all. I'll find a way to avoid being near them. So it was the first one I absolutely remember. And then from there, it just spiraled into like Halloween and Candyman and Mad Matt. It just went everywhere because of my mom's obsession with them.
So are you okay with clowns?
Dad didn't like
Are you okay with clowns? So. Are you okay with clowns?
Yeah, clowns I'm fine with. It's just that drainage ditch.
Okay. Oh, hello, Rock and Roll, Hatter, and Fresh Tide. Welcome to the show. Wow, Now, you see, so I started off with like a safe horror movie. The very first thing I saw was Disney's Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Ooh.
And the only thing I remember about that is something about a merry-go-round and somebody turning dead really quickly because they age really fast. So
at the prick of my thumb, Something Wicked This Way Comes. Love that movie. Very good.
And then when I turned 13, my mom took me to see Pet Sematary in the theater. And we didn't make it through all of it. I hid behind the seats like Zelda. Was it Zelda, the sister with the crooked back? And then Pascal with his head. Anyways, I was done. And to this day, I don't think I've ever truly finished it completely without looking away. So But Dahlia Love, welcome. Dead Zone was your first one when I was 5 or 6. Okay,
Nice. Oh, and you played the music on the piano. Applaud for that.
nice. Don't watch the new Pet Cemetery. Sadly, I did watch the new Pet Cemetery. Even if I know the horror movie's going to be bad, I'll still watch it.
Same. I haven't watched a new Pet Cemetery though. I remember the original one because I was really heartbroken, not because the kid died, of the cat. So I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, that was. It's funny. I like kids even to this day. Like if a kid dies, yeah, it's sad. But if a pet dies on screen, it's it. That's game over for me. Mine was Halloween shown to me by my babysitter when I was 4 or 5. So there you
go. What a great babysitter. I like them.
That was a good
good in life.
So 1978, Halloween came out. It made like $70 million, making it like the highest grossing indie film for the time. Then Halloween 2 came out in 81, and we had the weird Laurie Strode with that bad wig. And I'm not a huge fan of part 2. Maybe it's because the actor guy from The Accused is also in it, and it just doesn't work for me. But 1982 comes around, and so John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, the dream team that made Halloween and all that fun stuff, said they didn't. So when the second one came around, they didn't, John Carpenter didn't direct it. They were rolling with it. John Carpenter said many, many times that he was out of ideas, and basically the whole Michael and Laurie Strode being brother sister thing, that was just him. He was just running out of ideas. So when the studios wanted him to make a third one, he was like, sure, we'll do it. But you know what? F Michael Myers, we're not going to have him in it. So basically, they wanted to do something different and make like an anthology series of like horror films. And they were going to have it all under the Halloween banner. But the guy so I heard many different stories. Have you read up at all about Halloween 3? Like the fun, weird stuff that happened with it?
No. I should have done research.
I don't know what it was. For some reason, I was just curious because I couldn't understand it. It's a movie about a giant rock. It's about an evil giant rock and mask.
Yeah.
That's like my memory of it, Kids dying, giant rock mask, But apparently, so there was a guy named Tommy Lee Wallace who was a production designer and editor for the original Halloween. When the second one rolled around, they wanted him to direct the second one. And he was like, no, this is dumb. I don't like what you're doing with Michael Myers. And so basically when they came to him again about the third Halloween, he was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I can dig this. He's supposedly the writer on it. He's a writer and director for Halloween 3. But supposedly like some big sci-fi writer wrote it. Then David Lee Wallace got it. And then John Carpenter wrote into it too. So it basically came out. Halloween 3, if you haven't seen it, is this. It's about a company called Silver Shamrock that harnesses the power of Stonehenge rocks to bring out an ancient power of the Celtic festival Samhain. That's it. That's the best synopsis I can give for it. So when did you see Halloween 3?
I would say I think I was like 6, around 6, because I remember I was in elementary and I went to kids. Like I went to like kids be like, "Do you guys see Halloween 3?" And I was like, my history of just going to kids being like, "Do you guys see this movie?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Do you guys see?" No. So I think it was about 6 because I just started elementary and I went home and I was upset and I was like, "No one's seen this movie, Mom. You gotta stop doing this to me." And then she was like, "I got you the mask." And I was like, "Never mind. I'll keep watching these movies if I get little rewards like this." So I was about 6. And I didn't want the witch because we had always been teased growing up. Your mom's a witch, you're a witch, whatever. But I loved the skeleton. So I wanted the skull, which also did not help me, but I liked it. And then I was afraid to put it on because my brother put fake bugs in the mask.
Oh, God.
So I went to put it on and the bugs fell out. And I was like, "No, you're trying to kill me."
So you were like one of the few that really liked it because basically Halloween 3 when it came out made like $14 million. That's it. Just like across the board. That was it. It was like a huge bomb. And I one of the things I read is that, and it was interesting when they were promoting the film, they didn't let anybody know that Michael Myers wasn't going to be in it. That it had nothing to do, like with all the promotions, everything else. Like it, the only tagline on it was like Halloween 3, the night no one comes home. That was like their tagline. So you have a feeling like, yeah, of course, Michael Myers is going to be in this, but they never promoted it. Like they had this big plan. This was going to be an anthology thing, and it was going to be different. It wasn't going to be Michael Myers, but it was never promoted like that. So basically, everyone who went to saw it, including me, because at some point when I finally started watching the Halloween movies, I couldn't understand why there was no Michael Myers. Like Haddonfield, I don't even think is even in it. You like, I just remember it was the old guy from RoboCop, and then the guy who's the father in Lethal Weapon, whose daughter jumps out the building at the beginning of the movie. Like that's like,
yeah.
So it's like, and what was funny is it didn't kill the franchise, but that was the last Halloween movie that was produced by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. Like that dream team after that, it was done. They would produce separate films after that, but that dream team was just gone and destroyed from that. And the mythology, I think what I like more about Halloween 3 is just how it stuck out so much from as far as like franchise films go. Because it's not the greatest movie. It's like pretty bad acting. Like across the board.
But like so bad it's good that you're like,
yeah,
that
like,
did happen.
You get into that. Like okay, so I didn't watch it again for this. I just kind of did research about like the making of it. But I watched it for Halloween of 2020. And 2020, it was perfect. It was perfect for that. And just seeing how they would bring like the merchandise people, the people who own stores, who were their biggest sellers, like to come over. That one family that came over to eat a guinea pig. Is that your cat?
That's the cats.
Nice. Yay.
Uh-huh.
My cat's somewhere. She's just walking around. I'm waiting for her to jump on the table, but she's just kind of running around.
They have Zooms right now, so you're gonna hear a lot of banging.
That is totally fine. Is she destroying your collectibles?
It's fine.
Fresh Tide, which cat?
Rebel, of course. Rebel has Zooms right now.
So did you name Rebel because of what they did the opposite of what you wanted them to do? Is that how the name came in?
Pretty much. For a quick cat segue, I got Mavis and Rebel at the same time, and I wanted to name them like Tabitha or Sabrina. I wanted to give them witch names.
Nice.
They didn't want to respond to any. I was watching Hotel Transylvania, and Adam Sandler was like Mavis, and Mavis kept paying attention. So I was like, great, your name's Mavis. And I was trying to give the other one a name, and she wouldn't. I was like, stop being such a rebel. And then she like perked up. So I was like, oh, really? Rebel? And then she's like, what? So then I was like, what about Rebby? So she named herself because she knew she would never follow the rules. Yeah.
Nice. So you mentioned your mom, like she pretty much got you into horror movies, yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's her favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's really hard because she loves a good classic movie. I will say that her first horror movie that she saw in the theater, I don't know the first one she ever saw, but I know she was 7 or 11, I think. And she snuck into the theater to see Psycho. And then she said she saw half of it. She grew up in Manhattan, New York. So she just went like up the fire escape and through it. She broke and entered in true Janet fashion. So she went and she saw Psycho, but she only saw like half of it. So she had to hide so she can see the first part of it. Oh. And then after that, she was like, oh, I'm hooked. I love it. I love the thriller. And then this is one of my favorite stories of her. Her older sister, Nada, has Ramball seizures. Okay. And my mom loves playing pranks. That's where I get it from. Loves a good prank. Actually, both my parents do, but my mom is like queen of them. So she put her hair in like a bun and put on a robe and got a knife. And while her sister was taking a shower, snuck in, opened the curtain, was like, meh, meh, did the whole thing. Her sister had a seizure. My mom said she slowly closed the curtain, ran back, put everything up, and then was like, hey, Mom, I hear there's like a thud. You should check on Nada. And then like her mom ran in and Nada was having a seizure. And it wasn't until Nada was able to kind of recollect that she was like, Janet. And my mom's like, oh, that's right. I did do that.
I feel so bad to be laughing.
Silly me. She laughs about it all the time. And Nada, although doesn't laugh at it, is like, no, yeah, that happened. That's your mother. I'm like, nah, that's right.
Oh my God.
So, but I don't remember. She loves her. She has a crush on Bella Lugosi.
Whoa.
Has always had like Bella Lugosi and Mickey Mantle were her crushes, or still are. So anything with Bella Lugosi, so anything classic horror is her jam.
Any of the new horror movies? Does she still like watching any of the new stuff?
She likes like more of like the paranormal kind, a few slasher flicks. She doesn't like them that they're too gory. So like Hostel or anything like that, she's like, nah. She's like, no, I don't do that. But anything that has still of that like more thriller and suspense, every lights are off. Janet's close by the TV. Don't bother her. She's having a good time.
Oh my God. So I'm spotlighting you on this because your wall is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Your posters, everything. That is very, very cool. Collectible wise, so what do you collect horror wise? Is it like everything and anything, or do you have like a strict like only these things?
It's not so strict. It's whatever calls to me, whatever I like love. So a lot of posters because I like to be able to see them and I like art, but I like to find not so much the same mass produced posters. Mm-hmm. That's why like my Creature from the Black Lagoon is in French. I have a Phantom of the Opera back over on the other wall that you guys can't see. But that's like it's the alternate poster that you could get. So I like the posters that call out to me. I have some knickknacks and like they're random ones. Like I have this is Jack Skellington when he's the Pumpkin King.
Of course.
Which is hard to find before when he turns into the Pumpkin King. I just found that in like a dollar bin. I was like, who doesn't want this?
In a dollar bin?
Yeah. Dollar store is where it's at. Now Rebel is making a fort. You hear that? That's that. This one I got in one of those like loot crate boxes at like comic. I don't know. But I love it so much. It's Buffy.
Oh my God. It's Buffy.
It is. It's bent because I was like, I'm never gonna get rid of it, but I didn't know where to shove it sometimes, so it would be in boxes. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God!
I'm so sorry.
So you've watched all seasons of Buffy. Did you watch Angel also?
I watched like the first 2 seasons of Angel, and then I started watching TV for a while because I had a lot of extracurricular activities after school.
Oh, there you go.
So I didn't get all into Angel, but definitely was all into Buffy. All in.
So I had this conversation on one of our shows just randomly. The whole Buffy and Riley thing, were you in that? Were you all for that relationship?
No.
No, not at all. Dahlia Love says Drusilla. Yeah, Drusilla was awesome. Yeah.
Drusilla. I love Drusilla so much.
I mean, Juliet Landau, right? Yeah, Juliet Landau.
Yeah.
Martin Landau's daughter. Yeah. Something like that. I never understood Riley. I did watch Angel, and Angel got better when it started to realize it didn't have to be a Buffy the Vampire show.
Especially watch that again. No, I'm also one of those that's like, Spike! I love Spike!
Oh, God, when they finally had a relationship, good times.
Oh, I remember just running down the hallway to my sister's room and like opening her door without knocking. Faux pas. I have 3 sisters, so Iris's door, and she's like, what the? And I'm like, Angel! There's Spike, and then Buffy and Spike. And she was like, what? So,
did you like the musical?
Huh?
Did you like the Buffy musical?
Of course I did. Of course I did.
I did not expect to see a Buffy figure. I'm so excited. That's so awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad. Let's see what else. I have like 2 more things. Here comes Mavis.
Mavis, the best collectible.
Mavis is a fun collectible. Ma'am, have some decorum. Come here, thank you.
So much articulation.
I got this as a gift, and I love it because he's my favorite gremlin.
Is that the Flasher one?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh my
I love
God.
him.
I love that you were able to keep it in the box.
I try to keep as many things in the box because that's my brother would always tell me that, keep things in the box, and my mom, because my mom and my dad, when they would get us toys, they didn't realize that like the toys later would become collectibles. So they're like, can you just try to like keep the box and keep it, because apparently you can make money one day. So it just kind of stayed with me. And then this one you can't get. This was made for me. I hope it works. When one of my closest friends realized my dark humor and my like macabre sense of everything, like to the point where I love a nice rustic chic, but I also love a good goth. Oh, it's not working. Hold on. So basically it's like a Teddy Ruxpin kind of thing.
Oh my God.
The batteries don't work. And he would be like, hi, Gabby, I love you. And then he does this.
Oh my God.
And he covers his face and then he plays peekaboo.
That is amazing. And that is so perfect because I was going to ask you, like, what's your weirdest collectible?
This is definitely it. And it was awkward because for a while he was going off in the middle of the night. And I was like, okay, hey, Cuculies, I don't have time for you guys to do this right now. Here, Mavis, take the tissue.
Did your cats get freaked out by something like that?
Oh, yeah, they would slap it. Like when it would move and it would take its little face off, they would slap the crap.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
I have to put it in like a shelf with a door now and keep the face up because the cats are like, kill it with fire.
If his face comes off, I swear to God. Oh my God, that's amazing. I feel everyone needs to
burning this place down. So that's this is definitely one of my weirdest.
Oh, that's so cool. I love your Frankenstein in the background too with the brain.
Thank you, Mavis. Yes. Frankie with his brain cactus, and then I have the Disney zombie mug with this cactus.
Oh, cool.
And I can't say the proper name, and I don't want to say the nickname for it, but you know, people can have their own imagination.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I have a lot of tchotchkes. Anywhere from like I got can't really see it, but over there I have the Mad Monster Party.
Oh my God, I love that.
But instead of them in their characters in the animated, it's what they look like in life.
Oh my God,
so
is
it has
Stiller on there?
Yeah.
Oh, Rockstar. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's Phyllis Diller, but like they have all of them. Oh, I think it's command stripped to the wall, so I can't take it down.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, if you could just turn it on your wall and bring it.
Just turn it on. I have a lot of Haunted Mansion because obviously it's my favorite. I have a painting done where it's like the alligator is on the tightrope and the ballerina is the one coming out from the water. Yeah, that's Nancy from The Craft. And I have more that I haven't put up. I need more wall.
Hold up. Did you say Nancy from The Craft?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I saw that. Yeah, I definitely saw that in the theater. Did you watch oh, that's so cool. Did you see the newest one? Whatever, the reboot or whatever they did with that?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, probably, but just I'm gonna go in with open arms to it. But hi, Mavis. But yeah, I haven't really watched it. I'm like, I'll get there. Let me just rewatch Halloween and Nightmare and all those first, and then I'll get there.
You'll make your way slowly there. Yeah, the discussion is if we should watch the most recent Black Christmas, and it's pretty much on that. Yeah, eventually, maybe at some point, but I just can't get myself to want to see it. So now there was a lot of talk about Halloween 3. There was a lot of talk about Halloween 3. This is why this has been picked up from Target of all places. Target turns out to be like a really cool place to get like your horror merch, like NECA stuff, like those building figures, all that other crazy stuff. They have these cool those animated versions of like horror characters Toon Horror. I can't remember what. Like Target like, has all these crazy things now. They have like a whole collectible section, and this just randomly showed up last week, and I was like, okay, this needs to be done. It's NECA's. It's got Silver Shamrock on the back. It says inside 3 posable action figures, each with interchangeable heads and hands. Featured accessories include television and lenticular effect. Oh, a television with a lenticular effect. I can't say it, lenticular. And trick or treat bags. So I'm just gonna open this.
Yay!
I have been.
I wanted to get this.
It's been so hard not opening this. I'm like, no, I'm waiting for the show. You know, hold on. Let me get my mugs out of here. Let's get our mugs out of here. Okay, so here are the figures. This is the TV, and it's I don't know. Once I take it out, it changes from Silver Shamrock to this pumpkin. I mean, this is so cool. They all have cloth costumes and like interchangeable heads. I'm gonna hold on. The back is really cool because it's like an old vintage Halloween mask ad. It even has like a little pricing thing. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to mail this in and just be like, send me the witch, send me the jack-o'-lantern. I'll do the 250 postage, no problem. I gotta open this. I made sure to grab scissors because these things are always ridiculous to open. Because you know you're supposed to keep them in the package for, like you said, so they're worth money. But these are being opened. It's got the little trick or treaters. This is so
I want
cool.
the TV.
Okay. Oh yeah, the TV's coming out first.
Oh, I like that.
Look at that.
Yes, made this.
So the TV, the lenticular thing on the TV, the TV effects, it's really cool. Old school television. There's hands, there's heads. These heads are really disgusting. Like like back in the day, McFarlane did a bunch of horror stuff. I thought it was like something Maniacs figure line that were all pretty gross. But this is like, so they have the regular masks. They're like the safe, like we're okay, we didn't watch the show. And then they have the effed up mask when they watched the show, apparently. So there's that one. Oh, the witch's head. These are ridiculous. I'm sorry if this is making a lot of noise trying to get them out. And then the pumpkin. Okay. Oh, Dahlia Love, I missed that. It says it's all about Olivia Hussey for Black Christmas. Okay, and these are just so cool. Okay, I'm gonna try. And a witch's hat. Oh, wait, who wears the witch's hat? Does it come off the? Oh, maybe it comes. Oh, okay, maybe it goes separate. And let me get these guys out. I'm just gonna cut them out. I know they're ties, but I want to make sure I get these out.
I want to wear that hat.
So you said you recently watched it, and you made Adam watch it?
Yeah, Adam had never seen it before, and it was on the list of movies he has to watch. So we went ahead and watched it, and I was like, oh, I forgot how crazy this is. And every time he's like, is this going to happen? Do they do this? Is it because of this? That person's doing this. Is this gonna? I'm like, I don't watch the movie, Adam.
So did he like it? Like, I'm always curious about people who watch it knowing that Michael Myers isn't in it. Like, I know it's a whole other experience, right?
Yeah. I remember when I watched it, I was like, oh, where's that? I don't know. Fresh Start, are you still here? Did you like it? Because I asked him, every time I like ask him, he's like, yeah. Then it kind of just goes from there. So I'm like, okay, you didn't turn it off.
Oh my God, look at this kid. This is so awesome. I'm like now, I'm not, it looks like, okay, the head's just come off. There's no little kid face under it, but.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there's no little kid face. Yeah, we don't, but look at the little shoes. This is so cool. I'm going to already put up the messed up face on him. I'm just automatic. That's the whole, I mean, that's the whole reason you buy the set, right? I mean, look at that. It's got the little silver shamrock, the medallion. I can't remember. Did they, wait, hold on. What's this? It's so weird. I was knowing Michael wasn't in it probably helped me. Oh, to like it more. That's interesting. Look, so was there pieces of Stonehenge put into these medallions? Like, I can't remember what it was that made them all witchy.
The chip.
It was just.
So it was like a piece was into the chip, right?
Oh, that's right. This was the whole. They were trying to tie in technology and witchcraft together, right?
That's the little chip thingy that Marge, I don't know, was like playing with and was like to her face. Sorry if no one's seen it.
Here, let's get our faces back out. That way, here's the witch. Um, these are just so cool. Like, even if this wasn't like tied into Halloween 3, like if they just made these little horror figures, like this would be awesome. This would be a really cool, just fun thing to have.
Yeah.
Because like just to pose out like crazy kids doing Halloween stuff. I mean, this is awesome. And let me get the jack-o'-lantern. Here we go. Okay, so he's boring. He's just got a little black jumpsuit and his little mask. He's got some cool kicks on, these cool little blue shoes. But
Yeah, he's like the David S. Pumpkins pumpkin backup dancer.
That would have been cool. Like anything on here would have been cool. I think
Yeah.
just this. I feel like you know what? I feel like he's an HHN performer. You know,
He's a blackout. He's in the what was that, Mace?
with the one with every single
holidays in hell. When we get into the Halloween, that was their costume, except
No,
the shoes were cheaping.
That was it. Like the masks are so cool. Like the more I get closer to this, the more fuzzy it gets. But these masks are so cool. NECA has the detail on these things are so amazing. Um, but these would just be cool just to have. I don't know what to do with the witch's hat though. Was this supposed to
wear it?
Yeah. I'll put it on my little here. I'll put it on the top of my hat. Like, no, that's not gonna work.
And then you can tip it off to people. Hello.
Top of the morning to you. I'm trying to think of what this hat's supposed to be. Hey, wait a minute. There's no little trick or treat bags. It says there was trick or treat bags. Maybe I missed. Oh, wait, I missed a whole thing here. Oh wow, they're actually. Oh, hold on. Here's the little silicone gel thing that you're not supposed to eat. If you want, I'll eat it.
Yay, do it.
Do it. Okay, so there's actually tiny little paper sacks. I almost totally missed this. Look at this. These are so... Okay, well, this one's cool. The other ones are plain. But look, little trick-or-treat, little candy bag. That's so
See,
cool.
I saw this at Target and I was like, I'm going to get it. And I was like, no. Gabby, you got to go get cat food. Stupid getting cat food.
Oh
That's
my
what
God.
you made this on my lap.
So yeah, these are these little... This doesn't seem like trick-or-treat bags. This just seems like we just threw in a couple little envelopes. This is a trick-or-treat bag. It's actually got a handle. But hey,
you're like,
Thomas is
good,
on.
looks good.
Thomas from Walking Dead fame. That's so cool. Hi, Mom.
Oh, I had a note. I was
You got her to squeak. You got her to squeak.
I would type, but I have a cat in my lap.
You're totally fine. Oh my God. So this is a very cool set. It's funny because I've been watching to see, because I think originally the set was like $45 to $50 or something like that. And then I was like, I'm gonna see how much they are on Amazon. These would be kind of fun gifts. And it's like they're already at like $83. So NECA, it's like if you don't buy it right when it comes out, it's ridiculous to try and buy a figure afterwards.
So lucky I chose cat food, Mavis.
those Gremlin figures, they had like, did you see Gremlins 2? Did you watch Gremlins 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they had Gremlins 2 figures that came out these probably a couple years ago. And now it's like impossible to buy them because they're like $200 each. And they had the female gremlin in the red dress. They had the bat gremlin. They had Mohawk as a spider. So it's like if you don't get the NECA figures right away, then they become impossible to buy. But this is so cool.
I don't know if it's called the Terror Tunes or not Tiny Toons, Toonie Terrors, something like that. The action figures.
Yeah.
Adam's obsessed with them. Mavis is biting me.
Those are like the animated looking ones, right?
Yeah, Adam's obsessed with them. And I think he has majority of them. Really? I only have the Freddy Krueger.
Oh, you bought the Freddy Krueger one?
Yeah, because I love that crazy lunatic.
I finally just got all those movies because I've never owned any of them. I've seen them to death because they're always on TV. but I finally got those on Blu-ray, so I plan on rewatching all of them. The first one's still my favorite. Um, but NECA is rough for resale. You're better off waiting for the re-release. There you go. I made a mistake with some Trick or Treat figures. Oh, ouch.
Thanks for that heads up.
And yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those Toon figures are really cool. I haven't bought any yet. I really like the Ash one, and I
Hmm.
really want a Pinhead. I don't know if you watched the Hellraiser movies,
I
but
did. I did. And I had a weird obsession with
a
it.
weird obsession.
I just kept asking my mom to get Rubik's cubes, and if my dad could paint them to look like Pandora's box, and I
Oh my
wanted
God.
pins for like. After that, they were like, you know what? Let's watch some Disney. How about that? Let's put
For
on
the
something else for you.
for the longest time, I worked like one day at this special effects studio years ago, and they gave me, like, I didn't get paid, but they gave me a latex of like Pinhead's face. I think they were making at the time they were making the third one, and I had it for the longest time, but latex doesn't last very long, and I had it in a little sandwich baggie, and then one day I opened the box and it was just it was gross. And I thought I was gonna die from the chemical smell. Um, I wish I knew some stuff about conservation. That would have been cool to keep, but but
So you're
Clive
like, that's,
Barker,
I'll just take a picture.
yeah, exactly.
Proof. I had it.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
I have a certain mask at a certain venue we worked at. I have it nice and preserved.
oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, I have for long. I try and be really good about. I'm always so paranoid about owning like original props or anything like that because I just feel like it's just gonna die here. It'll be coming from wherever it was taken care of and then come to me and just die. And I want to try and be better at preserving things, but like even posters, like posters I have, like original posters, I'm like, I just want to put it up. I'm there like a teenager with thumbtacks and sticking it in the wall. And
Yes, I did that. I had some posters I didn't know were like collectible or anything. And I was like, yeah, put them up. And then my mom's like, no. I'm like, you need to tell me ahead of time, Janet.
oh,
If
Hatter
you
had a
don't,
box model that turned the sides into drink coasters. Are you talking about the box, the Hellraiser box? You didn't put it together, you
yes,
made it into drink coasters? That's awesome.
that I want to drink Hellraiser drink coaster.
Yeah, nice.
Lucky. I
Oh,
was
it was
afraid
that.
to own anything Hellraiser for a long time because I was like, I'm already kind of like out there in my likings of things. I
No
don't want
joke.
to be abrasive with like Pinhead on my wall.
No joke. Like Hellraiser for me, like I've watched so many horror movies from like I Spit on Your Grave to God knows what. But for
Hmm.
some reason, the Hellraiser movies make me feel like there's a real true evil behind it. And it's
Yes.
very hard for me to actually have anything from it up. That and The Exorcist. Those two, I just like. Reagan, I love, and I've seen so many cool Reagan collectibles. But the idea of having that in my,
Okay. I
it's.
can't. I agree. I can't have anything Exorcist.
Is that your no-no?
I can't do that. I can't have a Ouija board. You can't do the Exorcist.
Oh
Okay, not
God,
even.
yeah, Ouija boards. No, 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 no.
No, no. I remember that my mom put that one. My mom didn't like that so much. You guys should meet my mom. You'd love her. She's a
I
wackadoo.
honestly think our mom should have hung out at some point because my mom was like, I don't care what you do, Michael, but I swear to God, do not touch a Ouija board.
Same. Same. She's like, we don't have time to talk to whatever you bring in.
Right? One time,
We don't remember it.
one time
So don't.
I had a friend one time who tore off the top of a Domino's pizza box and drew out a Ouija board.
That's not a friend.
And I'm like, we are not doing this. And they just kept going, and my dog freaked out. And I'm like, no, no, we're done. We're done. They went home. I came back into my apartment, and there was a whistling sound that would not go away. So no Ouija boards, none of that stuff. No, forget it. Sorry, I can't do
No.
it.
No. One time in during HHN, someone brought in a Ouija board, and I told them, hey, maybe we don't. Maybe we focus on not doing that. and they went around to like our little not hiding, but the little break space to play with it. And all of our sound went out and our scare zone, and then the lights cut out. And then I was like, I opened the door and I was like, I told you not to mess with that.
That lot
Now we have to police.
That lot is the last place you want to do that. I mean, anywhere besides anywhere, but that lot, no way, forget it. There, no way. I'm sorry.
Oh, they did, and I was not happy.
I finally, Fresh Tide says, I finally watched The Exorcist 4 years ago because my mom didn't let me watch. I like how he said throwing up, but he meant throwing up.
Oh, that's nice of her. It's like, I really want you to focus, and you're too busy throwing up to watch it.
Yes, if you're gonna vomit, you're not watching this. Oh my god. Well, look, I have to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all your cool collectibles and your fun stories. And yeah, your mom, maybe we need to have your mom on this. We need to have a whole thing.
Oh,
we should get our moms and then they can be like, then people can go like, oh, that's why you guys are like that.
Yes.
I would love to have that explanation out there. But you know what? Hey, thank you to our moms, because that's, this is what made us. But I don't have a cool giveaway to do at 9 p.m. But Gabi, send me your address because I am going to send you this set. Because thank you so much. But yes, this set is yours. So please send me your address. Don't let Adam play with it, though.
Oh, he's not. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm excited now. Bailey, did you hear that? My dog, she just woke up and she's like, I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, your cats are going to freak out. Maybe just keep the not so gross heads on them and the cats will be okay with it. But
Adam, no.
No. Hype. So thank you. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you everybody who came in, joined on the chat. Please follow New Toy Robot on Twitch. If you can't catch these cool live shows, head over to YouTube. Follow New Toy Robot on that because all these videos end up there. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Gabi. This has been fun. I miss you. I miss everybody. Everyone that's been coming on here. Thank you. And come back here on Wednesday. I'm building the Boba Fett. Get Adam on here. Adam, I'm building a Boba Fett helmet out of Lego.
Oh, I'm going to embarrass him in 2 seconds. Hey, Michael, Adam said the other day that you're one of his heroes.
Oh.
And he didn't want to tell you because he was embarrassed to tell you.
I'm so glad you told me now. This is amazing. Well, Gabi, you're actually one of my heroes because I feel like whatever street credit I got at Universal was because of you. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.
Bye. Look under the bed.